Hey guys, welcome to today's video, which is I will be introducing you a new brand to my channel and a new brand to me, and this one is called CARSLAN. So I don't know if you have heard it before. If you do, please leave me a comment down below and tell me about the brand. I haven't heard about it until they reach out to me and say, hey, we would love to send you some products, you know, have fun. There was no commitment. They just want me to try. They want to know about my feedback about their products. So they sent me quite a few items right here. So I have the foundation, and this one I know that it's super light to me. I actually have been playing with these products for like almost 2 weeks now because I wanted to make sure that I get everything and covered every single texture and pigmentation of this line so that I can share my knowledge and like my experience with the brand overall. So yes, I have the foundation and I know it's very light to me, but I made it work. I kind of like did something about it so that I don't waste the product. Also, they send me blush. I have the eyeshadow, which is really nice, and the powder I have here, this is a loose powder. They also sent me a liquid eyeliner and also 2 lip product, which is very exciting. So I'm going to show you all of that today. So before we apply this product, let me just tell you a little bit about the brand. So this was founded back in 2001. I was looking at their website and it's very impressive. Everything is well managed. When you go to website, I'm very impressed. And also when these products arrived, I was actually very impressed with how they package it. Everything is clean, sealed, untouched, and very professional. So I really appreciate that. And of course, I'm always transparent with you guys if this is being gifted or being sponsored, and today this is one of them. So thank you so much, CARSLAN Cosmetics, for sending me these products, and so far I am very impressed with the way how it looks overall. And of course, I'm gonna give you some demonstration and swatches. So I already have my foundation. So this one I use the Urban Decay because this one is really light for me, but this is called CARSLAN Lasting Cover Foundation. So what I can tell about this foundation is they're very silky but very thin. So the reason why I did not use this, because again I said it's very light, but I want to show you how I incorporate this with my makeup. So before I do that, I'm going to use my concealer first. I'm gonna be using my favorite concealer as well. This one is from NYX. So let me just apply this quickly. So there you have it, concealer is done. And now what I'm going to do with this foundation, I'm going to just pump a little bit, maybe half a pump. You don't need a lot because like I said, it is a light shade. So unfortunately for now, they don't have something for my skin tone, but I think they're working on something. So this is another feedback for CARSLAN Cosmetics. I hope you guys have a shade that is suitable for kind of like a medium to medium deep skin tone, which is really good. I really wanted to see how this works if I were to apply it all over my face, but I just couldn't because I just look like a ghost and I don't want to be looking like a ghost. Halloween is over. Let's focus on how to kind of make this foundation at least work and incorporate it on my makeup. So if you can see, the consistency is less runny, but it's very thin and silky feeling. So I'm going to use my MAC brush. This is in number 2708. And I just use this just to kind of highlight everything. So for example, I wanted to have a little bit of brighter here, which is sometimes we do. So that's just what I did. I want to put it here. So just a little bit. And my nose, oops, that's too much. But let's blend that later. So I like to just apply it here to just add a slightly brighter looking. And you know what I find with this foundation, because it's very light, it really works on top of foundation. You really have nothing to worry about it. Like I don't think it's going to look cakey because of the consistency as well. So I'm just kind of working it a little bit here. So yeah, that's what I have been working with the foundation. I mean, you literally don't need a lot, and I'm pretty sure this would last me like forever because you don't need too much. And then what I'm doing is I'm grabbing like a sponge to just kind of blend the edge of this one. So this is the sponge that I use to apply my Urban Decay foundation, but I just wanted to kind of like mix these two together so that it doesn't look like so obvious. Just like that, instantly it just brightened a little bit around my nose. So that's what I've been doing in foundation, and unfortunately I cannot tell you how good it is because like I said, I haven't really been able to wear it. Now next up would be the powder, and this one is their Soft Focus Makeup Powder. So I'm gonna close up with the packaging of this one. It is so impressive. It's really beautiful. When I move around, you can see that there's a bunch of color, almost like a rainbow color on the lid. And I really love how they package this. So I'm going to show you just real quick. So first of all, it comes with a puff right here. So you can apply with the puff. And it also comes with this little cover here. I'm going to remove it to show you. The good thing with this one is, you know, when you are traveling with a powder, it goes everywhere. Like it kind of like leak on your bag. So the good thing with this one is you can actually put it back when you travel, so it supports the powder not going everywhere. And I really like that. It's very clever. The powder is very thin, but what's impressive about it is it really does blurs any texture, any imperfection if you have like large pores, and it doesn't look like powder at all. And also showing you just a close-up of how the powder looks like. What I'm gonna do is I just kind of like puff this all over my face. And you know me guys, I really like powder most of the time under my eyes because I wanted to set my eyes because I always have an issue there. And this powder, ever since I've been using it, I've been applying it all over my face and just kind of like dabbing motion with the puff. And it does really work. Even if I just applied it around my eyes just by itself, it really did work and I'm super impressed. And this is comparable to all the luxury brand that we know, you know, Charlotte Tilbury, NARS, Lancome, Estee Lauder, very comparable. And the good thing is, I'm a big fan of packaging, and I can tell you right now, every single thing that they sent me, it's just so perfect. And I'm so surprised that I don't know about this brand, and I'm so thankful that they reach out to me and say, hey, like just have fun. There was no commitment at all. They just said, we would love to send you some product. We love your feedback. Have fun, experiment the product, and let us know what you think. I'm really impressed about that approach. So that's why I said yes. So, but overall, let's go back into the powder. I've been blending it forever, but this is how it looks like. So you can see I did pack it all over my face, but what you're seeing, it's just like, it's very fine. It doesn't look like a powder at all. It's very nice, and it blurs something that, you know, I have some imperfections here, especially around here. I have textures everywhere, so you can see close up. There might be a little bit there. Like honestly, they're not going away, but it's helping to kind of blur that. And this is a soft focus, so I would say, you know, same thing, like it will not focus on texture, it will soften it a little bit, and that's what I'm seeing right now. And applying this powder, I haven't seen my face getting really oily. Overall, this powder, oh my god, I've been loving this lately. I use it every single day ever since I received them. So next up, I'm going to talk about the eyeshadow. So first of all, I wanted to show you the packaging, of course, because I'm, like I said, I'm a big fan and I always love brand that has just beautiful packaging. This one, look at that. It's everything luxurious feeling. This one has some weight in it. There is a shade over here at the back, and it just feels really good. It reminds me of like Charlotte Tilbury, honestly. So first of all, it comes with a full-size mirror right here. I haven't peeled it, but this is the color story as you take a look at it. I'm going to show you how this blends and everything. I'm going to talk about it while I apply. But overall, what I wanted to use is this one right here, because this is more of your setting up your eyes so that there's not a lot of oil around, so that when you try to apply your eyeshadow and when you're blending, it's not patchy. It has a little bit of peachy color into it, but it really doesn't show on my skin tone. If you are maybe fairer skin, it might show a little bit. It gives me a little bit of that warmth around the skin, but overall, you know, not really showing a lot of color. Now I'm going to dip into this color right here, the purpley color, less of a pink but more purpley. I'm using my NYX brush. This is my favorite brush for transition color, so I'm just gonna apply it here. And as you notice, right away when I first grab that product, you can see the color. And this one is less of a powdery. So some of them, like the first shade that I applied, it's sort of powdery, so there's a little bit of kickback. But the consistency and the feeling of the eyeshadow, it's very smooth, velvety powder, but it's not as creamy. So if you know what I mean, like there are some formulation that when you touch the powder, it's almost like feeling like a cream but powder. So this one is a smooth but not as creamy. And overall, I would say this palette is, it's in between. So it's not super pigmented, which is like, you know, some of the matte finish, the moment you dip and then when you try to apply on your eyes, you can just see that like boom, like really the color is there. This one is just in between. Like, let's go ahead with the second shade. This is the darkest shade of the palette. And to be honest with you guys, I was a little bit disappointed with this darkest shade because the color here, it's actually a bit darker, but when I apply it, it doesn't show as dark. So that's the only thing that my complaint about this palette is I wish it was a little pigmented. There is 9 different shades. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes. There is a topper, this one here in the middle. And then there is satin and metallic. So it's a complete palette. Don't get me wrong, it's a very nice one. But I wish that the darker shade are darker. So you really need to build up. And this is what I have been working now. So you notice there, I mean, there's color. It's just that I build up a lot more buildable products, especially when it comes to eyeshadow. You need to have a buildable one, otherwise you're gonna get that like really strong indentation of eyeshadow, and this one is just perfect at the moment. The next shade that I wanted to try is, I wanted to see this one here. This is like a mix of silvery with a little bit of champagne color. I'm going to give you a little bit of swatch actually. So this one right here, I'm going to apply it now. Right after my application, I'm going to give you a quick swatch of the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use my finger to apply this. Ooh, look at that. So this formula is metallic and she's paying off. So this metallic, I have no complaint. Overall, just the matte here, I think that's my main issue. I wish it was a little darker, like pigmented, you know. We want pigment here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blend this a little bit so that it's not harsh. And boom, you can see it's there. And for the price that you're going to pay, this is only retail for $14.99 for this palette. Oh my goodness, you guys, like, okay, I would pay $14.99 for just the packaging, not even the product. Like, I mean, this is so worth it. Now let me give you swatches. So I'm gonna do the metallic and then the darker shade, the darkest shade, and then this is the other metallic shade. So first of all, let me show you here. That's so pretty. And then this is the darkest matte that I was complaining about, and then this is a metallic again. Ooh, that looks really, really good. Look at that. It swatches really nice. Next up, I'm going to swatch the second row. So it's here, purple one. Ooh. And then this is the soft matte, and then this is sort of the topper look. So you can see that the topper doesn't have a lot of pigment over there compared to these two because these are metallic, but that's just the way how it is because it's formulated that way. And the purpose of that is if you want to just kind of like put it on top of your lid just to get a little bit more reflection and more like glittery on your eyes, you can do that. And then I will swatch the upper row. Let's see, so this, okay, that satin one is very soft. Okay, the gold one is very subtle. So it's right there. So you can see light, medium to dark. But this light shade here, it's definitely nicer on a fairer skin tone because this might show me, but it will just kind of like blend on my skin because it will not show a lot as much as I want it to. But look at that. So for the price that you get on this eyeshadow, it's actually really, really worth it because it's like, I mean, $14.99. Like, it's so good. This is one of the most important part of my channel and one of the most exciting moments that I finally get to receive some of these beautiful products and share it with you guys. This is my dream. When I first came to YouTube, I wanted to give you my idea. I wanted to give you my knowledge and I've received a lot of comments and messages from you guys telling me that I learned so much from you, and you know, your videos are so great. It makes me feel so happy because that's what I am here for. But overall, so that is the eyeshadow. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes. When I come back, I will show you the eyeliner and of course the lip product and blushes. So stay right there. So there you go, guys. This is the eye makeup look, and I added more colors on the bottom of my eyes. And honestly, I'm gonna take it back whatever I said earlier. So I added 2 colors on the bottom of my eyes. So first of all, this one right here and this dark metallic shade here. So now what I'm thinking with this eyeshadow is actually, if you were to use this one here onto the corner upper here, I think it's going to give me a more dramatic and darker look. And I think for this eyeshadow right now, the only shade that I'm a little disappointed is this one here, because like I said earlier, I want it to be just a little bit darker but not too much. So that's just a conclusion for now. Let's move on to the eyeliner, which is they send me as well. This is a long-lasting liquid eyeliner. This retails for $22.99. So you can see over there, this has a brush tip, which is I love, because I really wanted to have this like to create a very thin line in the corner of my eyes, because I do have a hooded eye. So you want to make sure that you get that very thin, precise line in the corner and then move to the back where it gets a little thicker. So I'm going to show you how this looks like, and let me just do this. Alright, so that is how the eyeliner look like. So I'm just gonna look down to show you guys. So the wing that I created. So now I'm gonna explain a little bit about the eyeliner. So this one has a really good tip. I'm a big fan of a brush tip, especially if there is a very thin or like fine tip on the end, because what's important to me, the most important whenever I created like a liquid eyeliner, is the corner of my eyes right here. I really want to create that very thin line, and this brush tip delivers that really perfectly. And I'm going to show you the wing tip that I created as well here. If you can see, that is very thin. So I created it with, like, of course, less pressure, because you don't want to do like too much pressure at the end of the tip. Just kind of like really wing it out and like just let go, because the more you press, the thicker you're gonna get the line is. So it's very important, and I think this is a pretty decent eyeliner. It's just a little bit quick drying formula to me, which is good for something that if you don't want your eyeliner to go everywhere when you blink, especially if you have a hooded eyes or monolid eye, and if it's a quick drying one, so whenever they blink it wouldn't like go everywhere. So it's supposed to be a long-lasting liquid eyeliner, and I can truly say yes, it does stay, and it was really easy for me to draw, and that's good for that one as well. Alright, so that is the eyeliner, as you see, very quick. Now let's jump into the blush. I'm going to talk about this blush. First of all, I want to show you how cute the imprint of this one. I did use it quite a few times already because I just love the way how it looks like on the skin. But the imprint is basically like a teddy bear with I think a carrot, and inside this like little mug. So I will be using this one here. This is from NARS, and I just show you how this actually looks really pretty on the skin. So it's more towards the brown and has that peachy tone. So it reminds me of NARS shade, the one that is very popular and it's discontinued. It's called Madly. So if you don't know that blush, you probably missed, but they discontinue it. But now that I found this is the reason why I was so happy when I have this, and the reason why I was like using it every day, because I said like finally like something similar to the blush that I really love that NARS discontinue, and this is very similar to that. Even better because this one is a matte finish, so perfect for any textured skin. If you don't want to put way too much shimmer on your cheek, this is really good. And if you notice, I've been putting it forever on my cheek and it doesn't look like I put way too much. So this blush is definitely buildable, it is flexible, and if you have been on my channel for a while now, I'm a big fan of a blush that is buildable, because in reality, actually when I do wear makeup, I really like to have just a little bit of flush on my cheeks. I'm not a big fan of really strong pigmented blush, and if I do have something like that, I really put way less. And this one, in this way, I can put anytime. I can build up and it doesn't look as harsh as other formula that I have. So I really appreciate that, and I'm a big fan of buildable blush overall. So this just looks really, really nice. So you can blend, you know, soften the edges, and this is just literally looking like more of a suntan kind of, with a little bit of that peachy tone. So it really complements my skin and I really like the shade. This one is in shade Sweet Face Blush number 6. I've been forgetting to mention what shade I am. For the eyeshadow, this one is called Cubic Magic Eyeshadow Palette in number 2. So yes. And for the foundation, I have the WO2. Perfect. And the eyeliner, of course, it's black. But overall, you can see the blush right there. I'm going to give you a swatch so that you can have an idea. Although this is not going to show on my skin really. So this is how it looks like there. So over there, so you can see it's very, very light. Next up would be a lip product, which is I'm super impressed. I don't know what it is, but I've been using it like since then. So first of all, I wanted to show you the 2 packaging of this product here. This is CARSLAN. So this is the very first time that I actually own a lip product that has a velvet lid. So you can see right here. And this one is very, you know, like duochromatic, something like when you move it, it changes color. And look how cute they are. And this one retails for $15.99, both of them. So first of all, I wanted to apply this bright red lipstick here and give you a swatch as well. This one comes in a very just normal, you know, simple applicator with that sponge on the bottom. So let me show you a demonstration on this one. So I put very, very little, and look how pigmented this one is. I put literally like a little bit. So I guess what you can do with this one is you can actually just put less and just kind of rub your lips to have a little bit of color. Or if you want to apply it full on, then you can really see the color. And if you are a fan of red, this is something very, very beautiful. And this formula reminded me of NARS Air Matte Lip Color that they have and the MAC Powder Kiss, which is that sort of feeling, very light and moussey, but this, for some reason, it's more pigmented because you can see already the color and just put less. So let me build up to show you guys the full color of this. So here is the build up of a lipstick. But before that, before we talk about this beautiful red lipstick, oh my goodness, I just added a false lashes on my eyes. As you see, now that I'm looking at it, like I think I'm convinced that this eyeshadow is actually really good. Look at it, like it's just brings you to another level when you are wearing a false lashes, and it looks like more complete. That's just what my observation right now. So let's take a look at the lips here. I feel like this is really good if you're going for like dramatic red lipstick, false lashes, the glitters and the metallics. You know, this is good if that's something that you want to have, especially for holiday occasion. Now for me, I do it sometimes on a purpose, but most of the time if I wanted to go out with my friends or visiting a family, I wouldn't wear this. I feel like this is way too much and it's not balanced. But if I just cover my eyes and take a look at the red lipstick, so right there, I know it's really funny, but you can see the red and it's beautiful. It's very lightweight. Like I said, it's very pigmented, so you don't need to put too much. It's very thin, but it's also not drying. It's almost have that feeling of softness and just a little bit of maybe oil in it, that it doesn't feel like it's very dry on the lips. Take a look at the shades. Beautiful. Let me give you a swatch quickly. Look at that. Really, really nice red over there. And now I wanted to remove this because I wanted to show you this one right here. This is my new best friend, and I'm gonna show you why. Alright, lips is clean. Now let me apply this and show you. The applicator is the same as the first lip product, but this one it is in a gloss finish. Let me give you a swatch. It's definitely a gloss finish. Let me just blend this. So right there. Now I'm going to apply it. So I'm applying it definitely inside of my lips and just kind of blend this. Correct. So that is how it looks like. So now let me explain what I mean by my new best friend. So it's in a gloss finish, but when you apply it, it doesn't feel gloss at all. Like it's almost like a tint. I was so like, wait, what? Like, what formula is this? Like, it's beautiful. This is something that I've been looking for forever. I want something that can last. It gives me enough pigment, but at the same time, it's not easy to come off, and it gives me some of that shine. And the gloss wouldn't do that because the gloss just comes off right away. You can see that like shine or like sort of like that glossy finish. So let me apply it more to show you. There. So I just apply more of it, and now you can see more color, which is, you know, if you want less, just put less because it's gonna give you color. It is quite pigmented product, but what I'm seeing is, you see that shine? But when I do this on my lips, there's no stickiness, there's no gloss effect, but yet the formula is gloss. It blows my mind, you guys. It blows my mind. $15.99. I think there is a lot of color that comes with this collection, and I really love it, and I am seeing those other colors that my mind just goes into it. So personally, I would love to order more for myself. Like, I don't care. Like, CARSLAN, this is such a good product that it gets me so excited. Definitely would consider to order more. It will just take a little bit of time because actually this product ships from China. But don't worry, when I open the box, everything is sealed, perfect, not touched, new. I was very impressed. So that is the lipstick shade, and still is, this one still looks glossy, but this is the look that I created from the CARSLAN line overall. The eyeshadow, eyeliners you see there, the blush, the 2 lip product. They have more, and of course, if you guys are curious to see what else they have, I'm going to include their website on the description down below so you guys can check it out. I just am so happy that they're able to send this to me and show this to you guys. It's worth it for the price. I mean, obviously the powder and the foundation is a little bit pricey, or it's up there, but the rest, like this lip, the eyeshadow is amazing. Like, it's $14.99 and you get this beautiful packaging, so it's definitely worth it. I would not recommend this at all if I feel like it's not worth it. So try it on if you are curious. And also, I would like to mention my favorite product among all of these ones that they send me. Of course, this is the winner. I feel like this is the hero. I really, really love this. And the other thing that I really love is the powder. My favorite, this is the winner and this powder. So I really, really love these two together. That is my experiment and my feedback overall for the product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you are curious to check out the brand, make sure that you click on the link down below. I will include them for you. And if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment and ask me anything. And again, thank you CARSLAN Cosmetics for sending these beautiful products to me. Really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on my next video. Bye guys!